We're talking about Prince William County numbers today. Prince William has the second highest transaction volume in Northern Virginia. For us, we consider Northern Virginia to be these 6 areas. And so 23% of all transactions in January took place in Prince William County. Today, we're going to be covering 5 categories. So closed sales, average sales price, average days on market, percentage of units selling over asking, and average price over asking. In closed sales for January 2022, we had 465 home sales. This is down 29% for this past January, which we had 331 home sales. For December, we had 393 home sales. So we are seeing a trend of the number of homes selling decrease. But when you look at the average sales price is up 2% from last year. So last January, we're at 497. This year, we're at 507. We're at 508 for December 2022. So we don't really have too much of a difference between these 2 months here, right? So from December to January, which shows us that the prices are staying steady, and this decrease in home value or decrease in the number of transactions has not translated into a decrease in price. Will lead to us having stronger prices this coming spring. So if December 2022 was some of our highest sales prices, and we're still seeing high sales prices in this January, then we should expect to see even higher sales prices this coming spring. All right, so average days on market are down. So average days on market was 19 days in 2022, and then 2023 they are 39 days. So that means that the average days on market, the number of days is up, but I guess it depends on how you're looking at this. So from a buyer's perspective, a buyer will look at this and say, well, since it's taking properties longer to sell, then prices should be coming down. That's just not the case. A balanced market too, just to keep in mind, a balanced market is a market where properties stay on the market for 6 months at the most, right? 6 months. So we're still in a seller's market because we're less than 2 months, really a little bit over 1 month. And that was even the same for December as well. So these 2 numbers here, as far as January and December, show us that we're kind of in the same market. We don't have much fluctuation, and we're actually going to see some more data when we get to the conclusion about the new listings and pending listings. Now, percentage of units selling over asking price. This is the 4th criteria. When we're looking at this number here, we're talking about what is the price of a property that it's sold at, and then what is that number above the sales price?
Above the list price.
Well, yes, above the list price, right? And so when you're thinking about this is going to give you an idea of how competitive you need to be, or at least how competitive the market is in the area you're going for. Now, we're covering Prince William County numbers. You won't use Prince William County numbers when you're looking at properties yourself.
And that's because we want to make sure we're always looking at the local information. And when we say local, we don't just mean county, we mean the specific area you're looking in. So if homes are going for 15% over asking price in one neighborhood, that has nothing to do with another neighborhood. You want to see what's happening in the subdivision or near where you're looking to purchase. So you want to make sure when you're checking out your comps, you're looking at homes that are in a similar location. And when we say similar, we don't just mean the county. We say within the 2-mile radius, but if there are enough transactions, you really don't even need to go further out than a mile.
Yes. So 26% of all transactions that sold in Prince William County were sold over the asking price. This is down by 28 points from 54% the previous January, which is still shocking to think that over 50% of transactions last year in January were sold over asking. And then this is still relatively close to that December figure, which is 28%. So as you can see, we're kind of in the same market here. We're in the same market, and I think that this number is going to increase, and we'll talk about it in a few seconds. Now, average price over asking price. When you look at the properties that have sold over the asking price, what did those buyers pay over asking price? In January 2023, the homes that did sell over asking, they paid $9,000 over the asking, and then in December they paid $8,000 over asking. Right now, this is lower than last year, which was $15,000, and still 15.9. That's still not a significant enough difference. You just need to know when you're going into a competitive offer situation where there's more than one person vying for the property, you may need to bring your offer up.
Yes, and what we say is this is the price that people have paid to win the homes, and so when you're making an offer, if you see that that other buyers have offered $8,000 to $9,000 above list price. It's just something to keep in mind when you are preparing your own offer.
All right, so let's talk about the top zip codes. As far as sales is concerned, Dale City was number one with 47 transactions, and this is the 22193 zip code. Woodbridge East, which is east of 95, this is the 22192, and Woodbridge West, the 22191 zip code. Both had 43 transactions. Gainesville came in at third with the 20155 zip code with 28 transactions, and then Manassas City had 27 transactions for the 20110. Now, as far as our conclusion, we should expect home prices, since they're already higher this year, we should expect even higher prices as we go into the spring market. We should expect to see new pricing highs this spring, and then it will probably settle down in the summertime. There were 405 new listings this past January and 403 new pendings. So that means that the market is sucking up a lot of the property or the inventory that's coming on the market, which means that we're going to have less inventory moving forward. Less inventory is going to push up demand. Demand is going to make buyers a little bit more competitive, especially buyers who know they're going to buy this year. They're just going to spend the additional money to make that purchase happen. Days on market should start to decrease in February.
And we're already starting to see that. We're starting to see more and more homes come off the market quickly. So we're seeing homes go into contract after that first weekend on the market. We expect the days on market to drop in February, but we don't really think we're going to see the difference until March, again, because the homes that go into contract in February will be those that close in March. So we won't actually probably see that for another 2 months as far as when we report on the numbers.
Right. So if you're going to be competitive in Prince William County, make sure you get pre-approved versus pre-qualified. Pre-qualified is where you just give your lender some basic information about yourself. They don't verify any of your documents. Get all your documents verified through the pre-approval process, and this is going to take you a little time. So give yourself about a week for them to provide you with your pre-approval letter and for you to put together all your documents.